Hey everyone, this is the Unit 3 study guide. We're going to go over just a few things in here because some of them are really self-explanatory. Okay, so first name, last name, which period. So on number 1, we're classifying these angles. So 1 and 2, what are they? Are they adjacent? Are they vertical? Are they sorry, complementary or supplementary? It can be more than one thing. So we know that these two angles are sharing a vertex and sharing this ray right here in the middle that separates them. And so we know that they're adjacent because they're next door to each other. And then we know that this whole angle right here, this part plus part equal this whole here, is 90 degrees. And 90 degrees is a right angle, and it's always right to give compliments. Oh, I have to fix that. So, classify angles 1 and 2 in the picture and choose all that apply. So we have angle 1 and angle 2. Are they adjacent, vertical, complementary, or supplementary? Well, they're across from each other, so they're vertical. 3. Adjacent angles are across from each other. What did I just say about this one? So there you go. 4. Vertical angles are congruent, true or false. That means they have the same measure. Do they? Then true. Do they have different measures? Then false. Vertical angles are beside each other. So do vertical angles share that one ray that separates them? 6. Complementary angles add up to 90 degrees or 180 degrees. 7. Supplementary angles add up to 90 degrees or 180 degrees. All right. So now, for number 8, we start getting into a little bit of actual math here. So it says find x in the given picture and enter your answer as a number only. I don't need degree symbols. I don't need anything like that. I just need a number that you solved for x. So let's look at this figure. We have two angles, two adjacent angles in here that looks like add up to 90 degrees because we have our little box here that marks that this big angle adds up to 90 degrees right here. So our part plus part equals a whole. So let's work this out. 3x plus 1 is our first part, plus 9x plus 5 equals 90 degrees. Now I'm going to switch over to my document camera and hopefully we can see this here. There we go. See the whole paper here. So here's our first angle plus our second angle equals 90 degrees. And we know that it equals 90 degrees because of that little marking in the side of the overall angle. So now we have our equation. We're going to solve for x. So our first thing we want to do is combine like terms. So we have a 3x and a 9x. That's going to give us a 12x plus we have a 1 and a 5, and that's going to give us 6. And all of that is going to equal 90. See, when we combine our like terms, guys, it makes it a lot more manageable. Like this looks like crazy lots of work, but this, we can handle this. So our first thing that we always want to do is we want to get our x by its side. So we're going to get rid of our digits over here first. So it's a plus 6, so we're going to subtract 6 from both sides. And that's going to give us 12x equals 84. So 12x, remember, is like saying 12 times x, and the opposite of multiplication, that's right, is division. So we're going to divide both sides by 12. That's going to leave the little x down here by itself. And 84 divided by 12 is 7. So x equals 7. Okay, so we went through and we solved this. Now, right here is just 7. You just put 7 in. All right, great job. So now, number 9. It says 2 angles are supplementary. We know that supplementary angles equal 180 degrees. So if one of the angles is 8x plus 20 and the other angle is 3x minus 5, what is the measure of both angles? And we're going to choose both angles as an answer down at the bottom. So on this one, we know we have our two parts. We have part plus part equals whole, because it's telling us that it's a supplement. These two are supplementary and they're going to equal 180 degrees. So now we're going to use that equation to find x, and then we're going to put sub x in to solve the angles for both of these. All right, this is going to have a few steps. So let's set up our problem first. So we have 8x plus 20 plus 3x minus 5 equals 180 degrees. All right, let me get my document camera back up here. Okay, 8x plus 20 plus 3x minus 5 equals 180. This is our first angle. This is our second angle, and it told us that they were supplementary angles, so we know that they're going to equal up to 180. So our first step is we combine our like terms, remember. So we have 8x and 3x gives us 11x, plus we have 20 and a negative 5. So 20 plus or minus 5 is going to give us 15. And that all of that is going to equal 180. See, we went from a whole bunch of crazy stuff to very manageable stuff. Uh-oh. There it goes. All right, so now let's keep solving through for x. So we have plus 15 over here. To undo an addition, we subtract 15 from both sides. Oh, excuse me, guys. And then we have 180 minus 15, and that's 165. Uh-oh, not 180. Sorry about that. There we go. 165. And then 11x is like saying 11 times x. And to undo that, we divide by 11. And to undo that, we divide by 11. That gives us our little x over here. And 165 divided by 11, put that into your calculator. And we should all get 15. So x equals 15. Well, it didn't want us to solve for x, but we had to solve for x to be able to solve each of these angles. So our first angle is 8x plus 20. Well, we know that x is 15, so 8 times 15 plus 20. So I don't know my 15 times tables, but I do have a calculator. So we have 8 times 15 plus 20. And if you put that in your calculator and I put it in my calculator, I got 140 degrees. Well, we have another angle over here. That was our first angle. This is our second angle. So 3x minus 5. So 3x minus 5. So we know that x is 15, so 3 times 15 minus 5. So 3 times 15 is 45. minus 5 gives us 40. And we can check ourselves because we know that it's going to equal 180. 140 plus 40 equals 180. Bam! We are good. So we're going to come back over here. Uh-oh. Where were we? And we're going to mark 40 and 140. I'll fix that. So 10 says find the x in the given picture and enter your answer as a number only. So up here where we entered just 7, that's how you're going to do it down here. So find x in the given picture and enter your answer as a number only. So this one is a little bit tricky. And I'm going to let you do the math on it, but I'm going to tell you that we have a part plus part plus part equals a whole. So our whole here is 180 degrees because we got a straight line. We have a 90-degree angle here. And we need to know what these two parts are. So set that up as part plus part plus part equals the whole. So x plus 90, because that is a right angle right there, plus x equals 180. So your equation should be set up like this. Remember, combine your like terms, subtract your digits from each side, and get that x down to 1x by itself, all right? 11. Find x in the given picture. Enter the answer as a number only. Well, we're looking at two vertical angles here. We've got, it gives us that this measure is 64. So we know that whatever this equation is going to equal 64. So we're going to set that up as 9x minus 8 equals 64. So 9x minus 8 equals 64. Now, you're just going to solve through like we did on all these other things. Get rid of your digits from both sides. Get rid of your divide through by however many x's we have. And solve through. And here, put your answer in as a number only. Okay, this one seems difficult, but let's walk through it. It says angles L and M are supplementary. So supplementary, we know they're going to equal 180 degrees. If the measure of angle L is 3x and the measure of angle M is 2 times the measure of angle L, find x. Oh, so we know that both of these are going to equal 180 degrees, part plus part, and the measure of angle L is 3x plus 2 times the measure of angle L. So we have 2 times 3x. So, down, can't see it very good. Sorry about that, guys. So we have L, and then we have 2 times L equals 180. Sorry, terrible spacing. So we know that 2 times this is going to be 6x plus 3x equals 180. We know that this is going to be 9x equals 180. And divide by 9 on both sides. X equals, what is it? Handy dandy calculator? 20. I thought it was 20, but I just wanted to make sure. So x equals 20. All right, you guys, get that turned in, get those solved. I'm going to fix the ones that I messed up on the answer key. And if there's any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know. All right, have a great day.